Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise next chapter that we have done before. That's ecosystem and energy flow. An ecosystem is a self-regulatory and self-sustaining structural functional unit of nature, that is biosphere, which actually performs the function of nature to make it a continuous flow. Ecosystem contains both biotic and abiotic components, where the biotic components which interact with each other also with the surrounding environment, and abiotic, which are in the form of soil, water, and air. Ecosystem, the term which is coined by the Tansley in 1935 and which varies in size from small pond to large oceans or small farmland to village. So it may be a small, it may be a large, but it can be even in the form of pond or it may be in the form of a small accumulated water on the side of the road. Ecosystem is divided into two basic categories: a terrestrial ecosystem or an aquatic ecosystem. Forest, grassland, and desert, these are the types of terrestrial ecosystem. Lake, wetlands, water, that are the wetlands which are filled with the water, river, estuaries, that is the bay. These are the types of aquatic ecosystem. Ecosystems can be classified also with the natural and artificial ecosystem. So where the human inputs are not present, that which is ecosystem which do not require human inputs, in other words which is self sustainable, that is natural ecosystem. And artificial ecosystem, that is made by a human, there is the farmland, a fish tank, or even a large pond which is used for rearing a fish, which requires constant input in terms of energy of material. So like a field, like agricultural field even, or even we can say a kind of horticultural, or we can say horticulture land or apiculture plant, where the honeybees are actually leaves an impact in surrounding area. That is also one of the kind of artificial ecosystem. Most of the part in this chapter is omitted. This is the first page, that is page number 308 that I had done from our textbook. Then directly from page number 316, subtopic 14.5, ecological succession. Last time we have completed this whole chapter because reduced syllabus wasn't there. So now in revision, I'm just going to revise only the part which is coming for your examination. Ecological succession. Succession, it is a spatial pattern. Spatial, that means a stepwise, which occurs over the time. Time is a crucial factor. The ecosystem is occupied by the pioneer species. As time passes, species diversity increase, giving way to more complex organisms. So eventually, which leads to climax community. That means stepwise manner we can say a life form which is started from the simple form and which reaches to the complex form. The gradual predictable change in the species composition of given area is called ecological succession. So which is gradual means step by step, which will take much time. Predictable, that means by examining or determining one land we can say we can find out the next stage, we can predict the next stage of the group of composition of species, that is termed as ecological succession. The change is sequential, that means step by step and environmentally regulated. Process of succession involves sequential steps like nidation, invasion, ascent, aggregation, competition, coaction, reaction, and stabilization. We are going to study in detail each and every part of these terms. Where the nudation, that means the open land, we can say invasion, that means a kind of invasion. Ascent, that means a form of spread. Aggregation, unite. Competition, species competition to each other. Coaction, they are living together with interaction. During the succession, some species colonize an area and their populations become more numerous. That means one population is increases. So whereas population of other species decline and even disappear, sometimes it vanishes. So during succession, some species colonize an area. So the entire sequence of communities that successively change in given area constitute is called a series, singular series and plural series. So alternatively, it is an entire gradient organism from pioneer stage to climax stage. Pioneer, those who have appeared first in the area, and climax, which is the final stage. So what is series? Series is a sequence of communities in a particular area. The individual transitional communities are termed serial communities. So communities which are belong to series are serial communities. In the successive serial stages, there is a change in diversity of species of organism. So increase in the number of species and organisms as well as increase in the total biomass. So as the serial stages increases, we can say the number of species also increases. So number of population is also increases, that is number of species increases. So with the number of organisms also increases, which will gives the biomass is a carbon hold, or we can say the carbon material, that is we can say exactly the weight of all organisms which are present in a specific area, which is termed as biomass. So as the number of species increases as well as the number of biomass increases, total biomass is increases. The present day communities in the world have come to be because of succession that has occurred over millions of years since life started on the earth. That we can say that we all know the succession in in animals, and we have started that journey from amoeba, and now we reach to the human, even a large huge elephants and dinosaurs, which are the part of the evolution. So that is we can say the succession. So succession is hence process of start where no living organism were present before, like on newly formed volcanic island, a newly formed land, we can say this is called primary succession. So other example of areas where the primary succession occurs are newly cooled lava, rocks, newly created pond or reservoir. So establishment of new biotic community is generally very slow, which is newly formed. So before a biotic community, the diverse organism can become established. There must be soil, depending mostly on the climate. So it takes natural process, because to establishment of any species or formation of any sorry formation or stabilization of any community or any species or any organism, climatic factor is important. So several hundreds to several thousands years to produce fertile soil on bareback. Secondary succession, which begin in areas where the natural biotic communities have been destroyed and new, that is amended, which is abandoned farmlands, burn or cut forest, lands that have been flooded. For example, where the all organisms, means plants and area getting flat. So since some soil sediment is present, succession is faster than in primary succession, that is secondary succession. So disappearance of first and appearance of the second one, that is new one, that is secondary succession. Description of ecological succession usually focuses on the change in vegetation. However, these vegetational changes in turn affect food and shelter for various types of animals. Thus, succession proceeds, the numbers and types of animals and decomposers also change. As the vegetation changes, so the other organisms, animals, and other kinds of animals and decomposers which are also depend on that plants, they also change. At any time during primary secondary succession, natural or human induced disturbances, for example fire, forest deforestation, that is natural disturbances, which can convert particular serial stage of succession to an earlier previous preceding stage. So also such disturbances create new conditions that encourage some species and discourage or eliminate the other species. So these disturbances are also responsible for the disappearance of one and the formation or appearance of the new one. Next topic, that is succession in plants. Based on the nature of habitat, whether it is water, so or very wetland areas we can say, or it is on very dry areas, succession of plants which is called hydrac, hydroceri or xeroceri respectively. So for water or wetland it is hydrac, that is hydroceri, and for dry areas which is xerac or xeroceri. Hydraulic succession takes place in wetter areas, and successional series progress from hydraulic to the mesic conditions. Mesic condition, that means the land areas we can say. So xeric succession which takes place in dry areas, and the series progress from xeric to mesic conditions. That means from plain deserted area to the land which is occupied by the plants. Species that invade the bare area, which are called pioneer species, which appears first on the land. In primary succession on rocks, these are usually Curtos, that is lichen, that is Crustose lichen, which is actually a pioneer on the world, which actually grows on the land, which grown on the bare rocks, which secretes acids to dissolve rock, and which helping in the weathering of rocks and the soil formation. So this pave, that means which forms a way for bryophytes, which actually grows and the on the pieces of rocks, mosses, bryophytes that is able to take hold the small amount of soil. So they are with time succeeded from herbaceous plants, and after several more stages, ultimately a stable climax forest community is formed. So as the bryophyte stabilizes, they again the next stage to the pteridophytes, and then not pteridophytes always. So then it is a gymnosperm, angiosperm, and reaches to the climax community. Climax community remains stable as long as the environment remains unchanged. In primary succession of aquatic habitat, pioneers are the small phytoplanktons. Phytoplankton, that means the small unicellular plants like algae. They are replaced with time by rooted submerged plants, for example hydrilla. So rooted floating angiosperms, for example lotus, which are followed by free floating plants, for example pistia. Then reed swamp stage, where the typha, which is in the muddy plant, which is the muddy plant we can say, a marsh meadow cyperus, and the scrub, that is for example alnus, and the finally the trees, that is the quercus. For the climax again would be a forest. So at the end forest is formed. With passage of time, the water body is converted into land. In secondary succession, the species that invade depend on the condition of the soil, availability of water, the environment, as also the seeds or other propagules present. Since soil is already there, the rate of succession is much faster than the first one, that is primary succession. So climax is also reached more quickly in the secondary succession. It is important to understand succession, particularly primary succession. It is very slow process, maybe requiring thousands of years for the climax to be reached. Another important fact to understand is all the succession, whether taking place in water or land, proceeded to similar climax community, the mesic. So maybe it is a water or maybe it is a land community, we can say succession, there is xeric or hydrac. At the end it reaches to the mesozoic, that means on the forest, that is the land we can say. Here we have finished this part and this chapter also, where the diagram explains the xeric succession of plant. Diagram is given on the page number 318, 14.12. That is bare rock, where the lichens grows, small annual plants and lichens which are unite. Then the perennial herbs and grasses are came on the land, and then grasses, shrubs, and also the shade intolerant trees are also there, and then shade intolerant trees are remains and forest is formed. So pioneer stages from bare rock to the perennial herbs and grasses, and intermediate stages where the grass and intolerant trees were present together, and at the end the climax community only shade tolerant trees, large trees are remains. Same the hydric succession of plants which is given in the diagram, where the phytoplanktons are started at first, which reach to the submerged plant stage, then submerged and free floating plant stage. So at the time, submerged plants and free floating, which covers the surrounding water surface area. Next stage, reed swamp stage, because now no more sunlight which reaches in which penetrate the water level. So reed swamp stage is comes where the water level goes down. Then the marsh meadow, that the less water, soil with water, that is a marsh form. And at the end scrub stage, where the small trees are formed, and at the end climax forest is formed. Here we have finished this chapter because most of the part of this chapter is omitted. So we have revised this chapter once, as earlier we have done this chapter with the videos link I shared, which are present already present on the YouTube. So here we have finished this chapter. Next time we are going to revise another chapter. Keep doing your revisions, keep writing your divisions. Thank you.